What do you make of the insecurity incidents we're seeing in Mandara?
Yeah, but I share a forum with the Senator, Bill Okero, and I've heard his concerns. In fact, we did approve a motion that he brought for some fact-finding mission of a joint committee of the Legal Committee and the Security Committee, which did visit Mandera to address some of the underlying causes. We've had a lot of issues where, for instance, even in the Mandera attacks, the allegations are that the MP, the military was made aware well in advance, you know, that there's an impending attack, and therefore, please, you know. But I think there's also some laxity. And you see, this attack is detrimental on the basis that we're trying to reassure the teachers and the nurses and government workers that, listen, it is easy, we will be able to protect you. We will be able to assure you of your security, guarantee you of your security. What the Al-Shabaab tried to do was to say, not only are you not safe coming here, the APEC leader of the county himself is not safe. So I think for me it's a very scary prospect for Mandera County. I think what we need to do is to deploy our resources, physical and intelligence resources, to ensure that we secure Mandera County. Because yes, I know we share a border with the porous Somali, you know, which is lawless, and I'm told just right outside the Kenyan border is part of the Al-Shabaab stronghold. The fact that maybe some part of this pushback of Al-Shabaab having pushed Al-Shabaab out to Kismayu, maybe we might want to now have a credible deployment of our security forces to deter, so that the people of Mandera can enjoy development. Development is a precondition. I mean, security is a precondition to development. You take away you bring in insecurity, the underdevelopment creeps in, and we know these areas have been largely underdeveloped, marginalized on account of insecurity. So I think the government, in fact, I even told Bilo, the best who has speak about it, the Mandera government is the Jubilee government. In fact, Mandera is one of the counties that almost voted 100% Jubilee, if you look at their voter turnout. And therefore it's payback time. It's a question of reciprocity.
All right, Wada, those who look at the government's inaction in this particular case over Mandera go to say that it just fuels the narrative of the many that feel that Mandera is treated as though it is not part of Kenya.
First of all, I don't think it's government inaction. I really don't think.
What has government done?
Now, let me tell you, when you sit in Nairobi and you're sipping very nice coffee, you don't understand that Mandera is bigger than Nyanza and Western Province put together, with very few people and large terrain. In fact, for you to go and buy a packet of milk, you need a chopper from one station to the next. Now, that requires a lot of resources, okay? And insecurity has been a challenge that you can see reorganization here and there. The Inspector General, a new one is coming. Nkaiseri, we borrowed from their side to come and assist. It's in that reorganization, the part which is missing is the people themselves. And I remember when the president one time said, security begins with you, they almost swallowed him. We almost swallowed him alive for saying that. So that challenge is still there. And it is very sad that the governor is under threat. But I really think that action is being taken, although with minimal resources, because there's little money. You have to put
That's
money.
the problem, right? Now, even as you explained, there's not one thing you can point to that at least, it's one thing to take action. Of course, some security issues cannot be discussed. It's another for something to be seen to be done.
What is it that you expect? Bombs and so on. Part of the action is this. Our security forces are in Somali, driving these people, okay? Some of them are running to this side. There are other forces on this side, although they are few. That is why sometimes they are overwhelmed. But to say there's nothing would be saying too much.
Do you think the governor should be given an armored vehicle as he's requesting?
An armored vehicle, I think unless you get that type the Obama has, it will be more risky, the beast. Because there are bigger hand grenades that they'll just put under it. And they eliminate the governor. And even now my worry is that when Al-Shabaab and all these shenanigans are quiet, we don't know what they are planning. I hope the people in the intelligence know, so that they don't take us by huge surprise. So
you maintain there's something happening?
There's so much. There's so much.
I mean, I think the Jubilee senator will not constantly raise on issues in Parliament of government inaction if he actually did believe that there was action being taken. Because I think he has no interest, first and foremost, to undermine a government that he's part of. But when he speaks matters of Mandela, you might sometimes believe he's on the court side of the government, because people eventually represent the interests that elected them to office. And the interests here are the people of Mandela, for Bilokero and all of us. And you see, this whole narrative of marginalization is being partly fueled by people like my brother Weda, saying you need a chopper to go buy a packet of milk. It's not. People live there, and people have livelihoods, which I think we have some of the best brains that have ever come from Mandera County. Bilokero is one of them. We have Mohamed Aden, former CEO of Barclays Bank, now the Minister for, I think, is it industrialization? Some of the best brains have come from Mandera. Some of the wealthiest people have come from Mandera. In fact, so this whole theory of marginalization, that we are so far away, because I regard myself also as partly connected to that community across the northern Kenya, is a narrative of marginalization. It's so, I think, and marginalization means that you want to say that the challenges are so enormous that the government is overwhelmed. What happens is, if the challenge, like what happened in Mpeketoni, once it happened, because there's a general sense the president appeared so angry, thinking that a certain community was being targeted by others, and they deployed literally everything that they could. They deployed the minister.
Speaking of, have you watched that clip that had been released, the video in Mpeketoni in that time?
I've tried to Google it, but apart from the narrative that I've read,
you didn't watch it?
By David Ochame, I've not watched the main thing itself. So what's happened? What has happened? But I can tell you that these organizations are extremely active. They have even a monthly publication in Kiswahili. It's an online publication, Gaidi Mtaani.
You should look for it and watch it. And
Gaidi Mtaani. I have seen every other day when you Google, there is a clip on one set of propaganda or another, to reach out to recruit particularly young Kenyans. But then, just to finish that bit, therefore I think when an area has been marginalized for that long, then there's government responsibility to ensure that its investment is a lot